Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Destiny here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel where I do videos for everybody with a focus on dark skin. Okay, so today's video is going to be all about some of my favorite foundations. Now, this is pretty much my favorite foundation, not only for summer, but pretty much in general. Some of these are new, a couple of them are oldies but goodies. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to go ahead and get Lancome out the way. If you've been following this channel for a long time or even a short amount of time, you should know, if you've been paying attention, that Lancome is one of my favorite foundations, hands down. I feel like the finish is absolutely beautiful. I feel like they do dark, warm complexions the best, if not the best, definitely one of the best brands to do deep, warm foundation. A lot of times when it comes to foundation, once you get past a certain level of depth, they start to get really red. So if you're new here, again, I'll say that I'm a warm undertone, deep chocolate. I have oily skin, so most of my foundations will be for oily skin or at least semi-matte. So that goes with the Lancome saying that it's actually just, I'm tongue-tied. The foundation is beautiful. It has a dry down 16 to 24 hour wear. I've never worn my foundation for more than probably about 12 or 13 hours, I'd have to say. I love Lancome. I'll have some links in the bottom bar where you guys can check out some of my reviews. It's definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite. It was one of my first high-end foundation purchases, and I think for summer it's absolutely amazing. Like I said, it has a dry down. It's just a bomb foundation, beautiful finish, amazing. Another foundation that you guys actually recommended to me quite a few times has to be the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and in this I am color 7W1 Spice, and in Lancome I am 540 Warm. I love this for a lot of the same reasons I love the Lancome. It wears very, very well long term or long time. It's deep, it's warm, it looks so high end, your face looks smooth, beautiful, it melts right into your skin. This is the kind of foundation that you don't have to wear a primer with. I always recommend you wear a primer. Some foundations though don't look good without a primer and don't wear well without a primer. These wear and look very, very good without a primer, but definitely do a lot better with a primer. I'm a huge fan of this. You guys are the one who put me onto this, but my friend Jazzy is the one who actually sent me this as a gift. I'll have his information in the bottom bar. You gotta go check him out. Wonderful makeup artist, and he has some new brushes out right now that you guys gotta go check out, especially if you support Pride. So if I didn't mention this video would completely be invalid, because right now, even though Lancome is my favorite foundation pretty much ever, right now I have been using the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealers like crazy, like crazy. This is definitely a matte formula. This wears so amazingly well. The colors are beautiful. I wear a few colors in this. Cocoa is my main color, but I wear cocoa, and then I wear toffee sometimes around my mouth as like a color correcting kind of foundation. Then I'll wear chestnut in the center as a highlight. I love this. I wear it as a foundation. I love the doe foot applicator. There's so many things that I love about this foundation. This has definitely been something that I've been wearing a lot for a while. Too Faced did an amazing job on that concealer, so much so that I wear it as a foundation. It mattes down, it has a nice dry finish. It's bomb. You can conceal with it, you can contour with it, you can color correct with it. It's amazing. Next up, I'm definitely gonna mention the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. The color that I am in this is Chestnut, which is kind of unusual because generally chestnut is like a shade or two lighter than me, but I absolutely love this foundation. For it to be so inexpensive, for it to be somewhat of a drugstore foundation, it wears well, it dries down, and then they even did the shade expansion, so there's a lot of shades in this foundation. I use ebony as my contour. I use a color in the center. I really love a line of foundation that's a really great price, because you guys know that I like to wear 3 and 4 colors of foundation. My base color, sometimes I'll do a color correction color, I do my center color, and then I'll do 2 highlights. I like my face to look very dimensional, beautiful. I like it to flow. I won't go from my base color to my pop color, because all the colors in between help that transition to look beautiful. I feel like if you jump from your base color to your pop color, when your makeup oxidizes, you're gonna look ashy, period. So I like to use a few different tones, and LA Girl makes it easy. Because they're inexpensive and because they're such a great range, I have a really good time using that foundation line. If you guys haven't checked it out, you definitely need to. So I know a lot of you guys are wondering what foundation I have on my face, and a lot of you are gonna be really surprised. Some of you probably gonna even be mad. I do not even care. I have on Tarte foundation, Rainforest of the Sea in Rich Sand. This has been a long time favorite of mine. I absolutely positively love a good drop foundation. It matches my skin to the T. This is like my exact skin tone. Absolutely love it. It mattes down. It has a beautiful finish. It blends into your skin very, very well. It's highly pigmented. It's long lasting. I can't say enough good things about Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I also love their Amazonian Clay foundation. If you guys are not familiar, get familiar. I'm a huge fan. Another foundation that I really, really love, and this is the Fenty foundation. As you guys can see, I'm color 450. I'm a big fan of this foundation. It's very pigmented. It goes on beautifully. It works really, really well with the primer from Fenty. I love the way this smells, and I don't know, this is just a really, really good foundation. It's very pigmented. It's like mattifying without being too matte. It's long wearing. It just has beautiful coverage. It's a really good foundation. If you guys haven't tried Fenty, I'd be really surprised, because I feel like when Fenty first came out, everybody in the world was going nuts to get the foundation, including myself. They didn't have 450, so I went and got like 430 and 460 or some type of arrangement of colors and tried to mix them together to make it work. But now that I have 450, it fits me so well. The foundation line, I know, can be hit or miss. A lot of times, depending on what shade you are, sometimes it gets a little orangey. But if you are generally my shade and we match a lot of foundations, 450 is going to be a great match for you. I'm a big fan. So I have to mention Guerlain or Guerlain Aqua Nude, and in this I am color 06W, very deep warm. I love this foundation. It's like another drop kind of water foundation, except for it's just very pigmented. It's liquidy, it's light, it's full coverage, but it still lets your skin look like skin. It's beautiful. The formulation is just so, so good. I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, it's just so liquidy and light. Anytime I wear this, I get compliments. Anytime I wear it and I do a video, you guys are like, what foundation do you have on? And I just absolutely love it. I love the concealer that goes with it. I think of all the high-end foundations that are probably underrated or I don't hear a lot about, I have to say that Guerlain is definitely one of them. If you have it in your budget, or if you're interested in checking out a high-end foundation, I definitely recommend Guerlain, Lancome, and Estee Lauder. Next up, I definitely have to mention NYX, especially this color. This is color 20, this is color 21, this is Cocoa. If you've ever stopped by an NYX kiosk, you'll notice that I am the model for this color. And this is a really great foundation. Like, not only is it super matte, but there are so many shades of this foundation. Like, I can wear about 3 shades. I can wear Cocoa and also Walnut. I really, really like a lot. Like, Can't Stop, Won't Stop is absolutely the perfect name for it because it is super matte. If you're not like really oily, or if you don't like matte foundation, I would steer clear of that because that's a matte. I wear that on the nights when it's warm, which is really, really rare in LA and I'm going out. I've worn that a couple times to like go to events and different things like that. Not really YouTube events, but like going out, dining, dancing, stuff like that. And it's a really great foundation. I also quickly want to share with you a couple of concealers that I've absolutely been loving. I've been loving my Chanel Le Corrector in color 91 Caramel in the center as my pop color, as like the brightest color on my face. I feel like this is amazing. It's pigmented, it dries down. I feel like that is like the word duo for this video. It's pigmented, it dries down, but it's true. This is pigmented, it dries down, it wears well, it just makes your face look smooth. Like, ooh, I have it on today and I absolutely love it. Another concealer that I have on today is the Tarte Creaseless, and this is the color Deep Sand, and I absolutely love it. It works so well. It's so pigmented. It's thick and it's creamy, and a little bit goes a long way. It covers like no other. I really feel like Tarte should come out with a creaseless color correcting line because this concealer is amazing. I have a few of these concealers in really, really pale tones that I use as eyeshadow base, and I just love it. So from Yves Saint Laurent, I absolutely positively love it. Let me get the name because I'm not too familiar with these names, but this is the All Hours concealer, and I also have the All Hours foundation. I'm gonna have to do like a little first impression of something. I love this concealer. This concealer is like the perfect color for the center of my face. It's like a shade or two lighter than my actual skin tone on the outskirts. It fits the center colors perfectly. This is the color that I use if I'm not using my Tarte Creaseless or my NARS Creamy Radiant in Amande, or my Smashbox Dark Warm Olive. And I also love the Smashbox Studio Concealer, but I want to show some new ones. And then my Chanel concealer, which I absolutely love. I also have the Guerlain concealer, and the color that I am is 05 Deep Warm. I love this for the center of my face. Not quite a highlight color, but in the center as like my center color. And then of course I mentioned the Too Faced as my foundation, but it's also a bomb concealer, especially in the highlighting shades. Like I like to use Chestnut, and then there's a shade that's like 2 shades lighter than this that I also really, really love, especially for warm days because it's what? It's pigmented, it dries down. I absolutely love it. You guys know that my favorite setting powder is from Dermablend. And just like anything I put in the center of my face, I like to use 2 colors. So I have Warm Saffron right here, and then I have Illuminating Banana, which I love in combination, not even mixing them together, but I'll do Warm Saffron first, and then I'll do Illuminating Banana on the tippy top, and that just helps to give your face dimension, takes away the appearance of any lines and wrinkles, really great with pores, really helps to bring your face forward and helps to hide shadows. My favorite concealer right now, which I just did a favorites video not too long ago, a couple videos ago. I'll have a card or something for you. Step 1 for Makeup Forever. I don't feel like there's a mattifying primer that can touch it. I really don't. I'm gonna have to do a separate video on setting sprays because I have a couple of those that I love. I love Slay All Day from Gerard Cosmetics. I love Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever. I love Fix It Forget It from Lancome. And I really love quite a few of the Urban Decay setting sprays. So yeah, I just wanted to bring this video to you guys because I get so many questions about my favorite foundation, and then my favorite summer foundation, my favorite mattifying foundation. So I feel like everything that I always get asked about foundation is encompassed in this video. Hopefully this was helpful. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe and hit that notification bell, honey, so when I make videos you can get them. As always guys, I want to thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch, and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye guys.